Welcome back to the Dialed Up Media Podcast. We're your hosts, Ross Ebert.
Case Austin.
Case just took the series in ping pong. That's why we're sweaty.
Yes.
It was 3-1. I would like to say, we had a couple that went 20-24.
I think the first 3 games went to overtime. We were going to 21 and then we had to keep going.
Mm-hmm.
Then I went on a little run late in game 4.
Yeah, game 4.
Pulled away 20-15 and then
2-1.
he's just out of it game 5.
I wasn't there mentally. I think you got a really big lead. I think it was like 6-19, and then he just put me away.
Yeah.
But I mean, other than that, if we're gonna talk about putting stuff away, let's talk about the Avs
The
Oilers.
Colorado Avalanche. Who would have thought? Not me.
Not me.
Honestly.
Huh? Who would have thought? Not me.
No, I would have picked them all day. But I would have said this. I would have thought that it wouldn't have been the Oilers, and I didn't think we would sweep the Oilers.
Yeah. Going into the series, 7 games, 7 games.
Yeah.
Especially since we went 6 with the Blues.
Yep.
The Blues are I hate to say it because I hate them, but they're way underrated, I think, this season. If they move on, they beat the Oilers too.
No.
Yeah, I don't think they sweep them, but I think they beat them.
Absolutely not.
All around better team.
Now we're talking hypotheticals, and I disagree.
Okay.
Hypothetically, I disagree.
We won't get there. That's fine. I talked a little about each game. I kind of filmed on my own. I don't know if I tell you that.
What's up? I don't know when we're going to be filming the next podcast, so I wanted to talk about Game 1 while it's still fresh on the mind. I'm going to try and do this for each of the games, so you might see a couple of these back-to-back here. But Game 1 of the Avs-Oilers series, 6-8 Avs. It was insane. The building was rocking. I have not a lot of words other than it was very stressful as an Avs fan. Oilers fans, probably a bit of a heartbreaker. They were in it early. We pulled away. They caught up just as close as you can get. Frankie made some super clutch saves at the end. We get the empty netter to cover the spread, seal the deal. But going through it, Evander Kane started off really early, just 5 minutes in. Got the first goal. It was a little breakaway. Josh Manson, he had a really bad game. I think he was a -4. Was the reason for at least 2 of these goals that I can think of. But he overcommitted, gave Kane the breakaway. He's highest leading scorer in the playoffs, 13 goals now. As soon as I saw him off to the races, I was like, look away. But we bounced right back very shortly. Comfort got a goal 40 seconds later, and he would get 2 this game. He's on fire lately. He seems to be coming in clutch in the playoffs. He's done it in the past. Those 2 goals, obviously, in Game 6 of the Blues series. He had 2 goals this game. What game am I thinking of where he was real clutch? Oh, I was watching some replays of the Flames series years back. Whenever we needed like a goal to get back into things, he was punching it in at the net, kind of like the one in Game 6. So he's been really good. If we can get even more third, fourth line scoring like we have recently, we're gonna be really tough to beat. McKinnon, little breakaway. Wasn't much of a breakaway, I guess. I guess he just beat his men, or the 2 guys that that were playing back. He got around him. Little deke and then went 5-hole. It was sweet. But like I said, the Oilers kept it close early. Zach Hyman with a easy tip in. I think this was the other one where Manson was just right next to the guy, and he didn't even make a play on the puck. It was pretty easy tap in goal. Makar, that was with 23 seconds left in the period. So at that point, I watched that live. I left my post where I was standing to head downstairs, and then I got down the stairs and the goal horn went off, and I was kind of upset I missed this goal. Very controversial one. I've been watching all the replays. I've seen the rule, the official rule, and I don't get that. If that's a rule, I'm very happy as an Avs fan. I can understand the Oilers fans who are upset. It very well could have decided this game, shifted this game clearly, especially when we got the power play and scored again here shortly. But it's just one game. if Oilers fans want to dwell on it, which, like I said, I would too if it was the opposite way around, come out and win game 2. That's all you can do now. But we got the power play after the Oilers challenge, and it was not overturned. Kadri gets the goal 30 seconds into the second, about 40 seconds into the power play. Kadri, he's got 6 goals now. Good to see that second line scoring. Mikko got on the board later, but he got an assist there. He's been getting assists all playoffs. That makes it 4-2. Ryan McLeod, is his first name Ryan? Yeah, Ryan. He had a goal which Kemper gave up a gross rebound. I think he thought he had it wrapped up, and it just leaked out, and easiest tap in you'll ever have in your life. So that made it 4-3. Then we went on a little roll here to finish off the second. We got Mikko Rantanen getting his second goal, his first legit goal. His first goal was empty netter, but this was a snipe. I wasn't even sure it went in. It went in and out so fast. So I waited to celebrate till I saw the replay, but that made it 5-3. Hopefully he can get things going. Comfort gets his second, making it 6-3. And that was a nice little tip in from a Makar shot from the point. Cogliano on a breakaway with 2-on-1. Not breakaway, 2-on-1 with Logan O'Connor. Logan O'Connor with the perfect pass through the defender under the stick. And at this point, Koskinen's in because they pulled, what's that bum's name? Mike Smith. They pulled him finally. So that's that. 7-3 at this point. Almost got cocky. I was going to post and just, that meme where it's like, stop, he's already dead. I was thinking about it. But McDavid humbled me up real quick on the easiest goal of his life, probably. There was a Taves turnover. Makar dove a little bit early, and Draisaitl was real patient. Got it over to McDavid, and it was a wide open one-timer. And then shortly after that, I don't know what happened. Kemper pulled himself out of the game. There's talks about concussion protocol, something with his blurriness in his eyes that might be attached to the last round or the first round when he got poked with the stick from Johansson. I hope he comes back. I love my boy Frankie. I don't think we can win the cup with just Frankie. So I don't know if we can win the series with just Frankie. So hopefully he's okay. If we miss out on him for a game or two, we should be okay. I hope we're okay. We'll have to see. But the third period, my Avs tried to give me a heart attack. Ryan gets his first of the playoffs. It was a lucky bounce that just went off a skate out in front of the net where he had the easiest goal of his life. I keep saying that a lot. It's a good goal. And the Avs were kind of caught puck watching, and I guess there's not much you can do about it at that point. They scored. I wish we would have bounced back like we did most of the game, but nope. Nugent Hopkins gets a power play goal late in the period. 12 minutes in, I guess, not super late, making it 7-6. At this point, I was terrified, obviously, and there were so many no calls late. I'm sure Ross will attest to it. He was texting me throughout. He's talking about how there was a trip, there was an interference that looked questionable. There was also one on going our way too that I was like, ooh, glad they didn't call that. But they just didn't call anything down the stretch. And thankfully, Landy ices it with about 22 seconds left. Empty netter after some great saves by Frankie down low. I was sure they were going to tie it up and it was going to be another OT game. But Landeskog ices it. Let's see, Makar's first star, JT's the second star, McDavid's the third star. I think that's pretty accurate. Makar and McDavid, I believe, both had 3 points, and Comfer with the 2 goals. We did outshoot them 47-37. I would hope it'd be more of a blowout with that much outshooting. They better in the face-off. We were both 1 for 2 in the power play. Like I said, not a lot of calls. It was really interesting. I haven't seen a lot of the opinions on this game from the TNT broadcast or anything. Since I was there, I didn't catch any of the intermission talk. But Gretzky was there. I did get to see him a little bit closer up, or at least the closest I've ever seen him, which was really cool. I'm sure he's rooting for the Oilers, though, so, I chose not to talk to him. I'm sure he wanted to talk to me. My guy Luca Celebre from Bar Down, I saw him. I went up to him and talked to him for a second. He seems like a really cool guy, very friendly. Hope to see him at game 2 as well. That's about it. Shots on goal. We heavily outshot them, doubled their shots in the first. They outshot us in the second, which was surprising because we dominated in the second. And then the third, I am again surprised. We outshot them. Couldn't get it past Koskinen very well, so I wonder if he'll be starting game 2. He looked good. Don't know if he's a better goalie. He just had a better game. And yeah, we'll see who these 2 starters are. Game 2's tomorrow. As it's June 1st for me right now, so tomorrow my time. We'll probably post this after the game. But really exciting stuff. It'd be huge if we can win game 2, go up 2-0, then try and steal 1 on the road, come back game 5, win, get the series done with. That's ideal for me. I don't need the stress of a game 6 or 7. I'm sure that's what it would come down to in the cup. So, playoff hockey, I love it. It's stressful, but when you come out on top, it's like no other feeling. Also, the Rangers beat the Lightning today. They looked really good. There were some bad games from Vasilevsky in the Leafs series. But first rough game in a while for him. Gave up more goals, twice as many goals tonight as he did the whole last series against the Panthers. We'll see what happens. I still think the Lightning will be fine. And then hopefully Avs make the cup. I don't care who we play. Obviously, I think it'd be easier with the Rangers. We'll see what happens. All 3 of these guys scored. Gretzky would have scored, I'm sure, even though he's 60. But I'm expecting the same game 2, at least from these 2. Makar will get a point, but these guys are going to be battling out, and I love it. That's all I got. Can't wait for game 2 and see the analysis for game 2. All right, back with game 2 with the Western Conference Final. It was another fun one in a different sort of way. Fun for me because I didn't have to stress the entire game, even though I still was. 4-0 final for the Avs. It was great. Frankie in net, since Darcy's out with whatever's going on, concussion or vision problems, I don't know. But he played great. We played better in front of him than we usually do for Darcy. So maybe that's a kick in the butt we needed because there weren't a whole lot of scoring chances. Frankie played great when he needed to, but we kind of left Kemper out to dry game 1 and in previous games. So if we can play that solid defensively in front of either goalie, we're going to be great. This game started off way slower than last. There were 5 goals in the first period of the first game. Nothing this game. But if you pick it up in the second period, Lehkonen got a tip-in goal. Everyone thought it was Kadri at first. They announced Kadri, who had took the initial shot for the goal in the arena. But they saw that it got tipped in later on. So Lehkonen, his 5th goal of the playoffs, still a super good pickup at the deadline. Probably worth that Justin Barron and whatever pick we gave up. So I'm very happy with that. Hopefully we can keep him for a couple years. Josh Manson, after a terrible game 1, gets a goal. He's back on my good side. His 2nd goal of the playoffs. Another assist from Kadri. He had 3 primary assists in this little 3-minute span. And Kadri is incredible, and I want him back next year so badly. But yeah, Manson scores from Kadri Lehkonen. And then Rantanen gets on the board 2 minutes after that. Beautiful wrist shot. Maybe he's heating up. That's goal number 3. It's back-to-back games. And if we can have all our big guys scoring, it's over. It's over. And we shut down McDavid. We shut down Draisaitl. They didn't have very many close opportunities. So that was incredible. Game 3 is tonight. I'm recording this earlier in the day of the 4th. I'm going down to the watch party at Ball Arena. It'll be a lot of fun. But to finish it off in the 3rd period, time's ticking down. starting to feel confident. You know, if you get one more, it's over. You seal the deal. Well, obviously, I didn't feel 100% comfortable because we had a 4-goal lead, and that diminished very quickly in the third period last game. So McKinnon gets a power play goal. Mike Smith couldn't get his glove back on, which a little iffy. I don't think that goal really has anything to do with the game. I don't think if we don't score it, they don't come back anyways. It's not like it killed any sort of momentum. So I don't know what the rule is if they were supposed to blow the whistle dead. But McKinnon gets his 10th of the playoffs from Makar. Just his specialty from that little dot over on the right side, or I guess the left side if you're facing the goalie. One timer, it was gorgeous, and Pavel Franco, first star, obviously came in clutch. He had the entire arena behind him chanting Frankie from the start of the game on. It was so much fun, and I love Frankie, so it felt good to see him play good. Kadri, obviously, with the 3 assists, gets the 2nd star, and Lehkonen, the 3rd star. Shots were 40-24. And what was interesting to me is that in the 3rd period, when we're already up 3-0, I was expecting a lot of pushback from the Oilers, and we'd have to shut a lot down. But we stayed solid defensively, and we outshot them 14-5 in the 3rd. The 1st period was 14-13 us. That was the closest. And then from there, they only had 11 shots in the 2nd and 3rd. So we didn't really give them a chance. We played good in front of Frankie, like I said. Only thing really bad about this game is the power play. We had so many opportunities. We got the one from McKinnon, but 1 for 7. We even had a 5-on-3 where there weren't that many opportunities. McKinnon had a good chance on a one-timer, but Smith came in clutch there. But if you get 7 power plays, you got to convert on a couple. And the Oilers only got 2. They went 0 for 2, so we were good on the PK finally. But I'd like to see us take advantage of that more. We could have shut this game down a lot earlier. What else we got? Anything important? I think Frankie's going to be in net again tonight for Game 3. I'll talk about Game 3 again. I got the Waugh bobblehead because that shutout's the only other Avalanche goalie to get a shutout in the Western Conference Final is Patrick Waugh. So I brought him out in honor of Frankie, best goalie in the Avs history. Frankie, not Waugh. I'm just kidding. But yeah, hopefully we take a big 3-0 lead tonight and then just shut it down. I wouldn't mind a sweep or a gentleman's sweep, get it in Game 5 so I can see it at home. That'd be a lot of fun. But I don't care. Well, I do care how long it takes. I just want to go to the Cup. We'll see what happens. Yeah, a couple hours to the game. It'll be fun.
Holy crap. Game 3 was awesome. Down at the watch party is so electric. The whole lower bowl of ball was full. Obviously, you could tell I was screaming the entire night. Not going to have a voice for a couple days. Probably not going to have one for Game 4 either. I don't care. We're up 3-0. And I can tell you for sure I was not expecting to be here. I thought this, and it's still obviously good. Series not over. I'm not saying it's over, but I thought this was a series destined for 7 games. And we're 1 away. We just got to win 1 out of the next 4. I feel like the Oilers are going to come out. I thought they were going to play their best game tonight. If that was their best game, we're in good shape. They played good. We played even better. And it was great. McDavid, though, he started off early. Just 30 seconds in, he scored. Kind of took out all the energy of the arena at the watch party. But we got a 5-minute power play shortly after that with Evander Kane taking out Kadri in the boards in the corner. I don't know if it's a legal hit or not. It was a cross-check for sure, and obviously ended up badly. And it's Kane, so I want to just say screw Kane. But I don't know. I don't want to jump to conclusions. It sucks. Kadri's going to be out at least the end of the round. I hope Kane gets a game suspension at least. I don't think he will, honestly. Especially after seeing how Perron, with that jumping on Kadri last round and just beating his head into the ground for nothing. And that got $5,000 fine. I'm sure it'll be the same. But we did get a 5-minute major penalty. It got the crowd really hyped. I can add that clip in here.
Call is confirmed. We have 5 minutes.
So that was good. We got 9 shots off during those 5 minutes, but Mike Smith was solid. I wouldn't say our penalty or our power play was bad tonight. We got the shots off, but we just couldn't parry anything, and I don't know. That's another 0 for night on the power play, 0 for 5, I believe. Thankfully, the Oilers were 0 for 2 as well, but I want to see us take advantage. We had 23 penalty minutes. I don't know. A win's a win. I'm not going to complain. But yeah, if we're going to succeed in the finals against the Lightning or the Rangers, whoever it is, we need to score on the power play because they got 2 good goalies on that side. Nichushkin was the man tonight. I had his jersey on. I was so hyped. He got the first goal with about 4 minutes left in the period. It was a very lucky goal, but I think we deserved it after out shooting him most of the period. And it got a deflection. I think it went off Hyman's stick and just caught Smith on the under the armpit or whatever. So that's his 4th goal. I had a bet that Nichushkin would score a goal anytime tonight. It won me $50. That was pretty sweet. That it happened so early, so I didn't have to stress about it. And then second period comes around. 5 minutes in there, he gets another one. This one was a good goal. It took a lucky bounce, I guess you could say, our way, but it was a nice shot. Smith just wasn't ready. There was probably a little bit of a screen from whoever was in front. But number 5 on the playoffs now was pretty sweet. Going into the third, we had the 2-1 lead, and I was not comfortable at all. Felt even more uncomfortable when McLeod just pulled a McKinnon and came down the ice and all by himself took a shot that honestly Frankie should have. I was kind of disappointed in that one, but the boys had his back like usual. Not many shots on Frankie to test him, and after we killed a good power play, when we had a good penalty kill, Comfort comes out of the box and just bodies his man, beats him to the puck, and then has a little breakaway. Someone was catching up, but he got the shot off in time, and then just leaked through Mike Smith, and it got loud in there when that happened. It was awesome. Silent in Edmonton, though, I'm sure. They kept showing shots of the watch party in Edmonton, and that looked insane. Thousands of people. I can't even imagine. So I guess they are diehards out there. Mikko gets the empty net late. It was not comfortable down the stretch. I really thought that they were going to tie it. They looked good late. Frankie made an incredible save on one of the penalty kills where a rebound went straight to McDavid's stick, and he robbed him with the glove. He didn't catch it in the glove, but he stopped it and then pinned it down. So that was sweet. The Chushkin got the first star with his 2 goals. They gave Mike Smith the second star. He played really good, but Frankie had a better save percentage. I think it's just Edmonton people chose the stars. I don't know. And then Taves is on that list at the bottom. Who was it? Let's see, Taves. Taves did have 2 points. That's pretty sweet. Shots were 43-29, so we heavily outshot him again. Outshot him during every single period. And, it was just a great win. I got the Nichushkin puck right here. It's my boy from when he was on the Stars. And we can sweep now. Going into Game 4 on Monday. I don't know if we will win in 4, but I won't be mad if we win in 5. Get to see us clinch at home. But let's just get it over with on Monday. I'm really excited. I'm going to go to the watch party again. And again with Frankie in net, I think he's 5-0 now. I think you got to stick with him at least next game. No matter how Kemper's feeling, stick with him for now. And then see what happens next round. See how Kemper's feeling. It could be a goalie battle down the stretch, which I was not expecting. I thought it's Kemper's net for sure, but 2 pretty good games from him. Obviously, the team has played better in front of Frankie than Kemper, so I wonder if the mentality has anything to do with it. But I would not change anything that's working. And Frankie's 5-0. Darcy's obviously 6-2, so nothing, not shabby at all, not too shabby at all. I don't know. It's a good question though. Good thing to think about, and can't wait for Game 4. So let's go Avs. But overall, any overall things? Nichushkin finally heated up. That was great to see.
I think Nichushkin is I think if he is top line, isn't he right now?
Yeah, they've been doing Nichushkin,
McKenna and
McKinnon,
Landy.
and then Landy. Yeah, because
Mikko's
Mikko's
second.
been slowing down, but he has 4 goals now. He's
I
picking
love
it
that
back
top
up.
line. I love it.
Yeah, and
You know?
Mikko's second line.
Mikko,
It sucks, Kadri though.
I was gonna say Kadri, but
I'm hearing broken thumb, which
I heard collarbone.
I heard that too, but the fact that they haven't ruled him out for the whole thing, I feel like it's not as serious.
I heard concussion and collarbone.
Okay, well, we'll see. I'm not expecting him back. If he comes back, that'd be huge.
Be phenomenal. Yeah.
I think we have a good shot either way, though. Obviously in this series, and then either Tampa or New York. For a second, New York had me like it's over. They're up 2-0 today.
Very scary.
Could have taken Game 3 and taken a 3-0 lead. Then it is over at that
is.
point. But once they made it 2-1, I told you they're coming back.
Yeah.
I even bet the Stammer goal when it was at plus 470. That was clutch. Won
W.
some money. And I had the
W.
Lightning money line at plus 130. So
W.
big day. Big day.
I
Big
mean,
weekend for me.
I really think, I know this is going to sound dumb, but once the Lightning wake up in a series, they are there. They didn't wake up till Game 6 against the Leafs.
Yeah.
And then they were rolling for
I think they
Florida.
settled down. They thought it was too
Yep.
easy.
And the Rangers have battled back in both of their series. I think you're going to see the script flip. And another thing to mention is Tampa almost put up 60 shots against Shesterkin tonight. Vasilevsky looked phenomenal. I hate to be that guy. I don't know if the Rangers will win another game in that series. And I know I'm big on Tampa. I know I am. But it either goes 6 where Tampa wins or 7. And that's Game 7 could go either way.
I'm saying right now, 100% goes Game 7.
Really?
Because I think the Rangers win Game 5 at home, 100%. Or they'll win one more, and I think it'll be that home game. I do think Tampa's winning the next game, tying the series, put the pressure on, but then once it's 3-2, Tampa's not going to let it go away, I don't think. In elimination games, they seem unbeatable. And
Vasilevsky!
They have been unbeatable, so...
I disagree. I really think, for me as a Tampa fan and somebody who has big money riding on Tampa, I want to see him win
Of course,
3 more games back to back. And, I mean, I think it could happen. I really disagree with you. I think the Rangers, they're a Canadian team, whatever, they're close.
Okay.
They're a northern team. But I think they don't have it together. I mean, you have a top line that's good, but other than that...
Yeah. They do have, and they're really young. They have 0 playoff experience.
None.
Other than
Shesterkin,
Chris
yeah.
Kreider.
And I mean, yeah.
I don't know. I didn't think. First of all, it was questionable to get out of the first round.
Yeah.
Was it an overtime game in Game 7 against the Penguins? It was close, whatever it was.
I don't remember.
But
Well, they were down 3-1, right?
yeah, they
And
win
3-2
though.
against the Canes. They're leading in this series. They're gonna flip that.
And yeah, I don't know. I obviously want the Lightning to make it for your sake, but
But for Colorado,
I'd rather play New York.
I know you would.
I know.
And it sucks.
Yeah, I don't want to root against you, but
I know.
whatever happens, happens. That's how I feel about
Yeah.
it. Hopefully you get some money or Avs sweep the Stanley Cup. No, they wouldn't sweep the Rangers, but I think they have a better chance.
I think they would.
Shesterkin.
Shesterkin can't do shit.
He's
dude.
so good.
But their defense is horrible. I mean,
And
we're putting up
he's
7 each
still,
game.
He's still really good.
Disagree.
I don't know.
Good thing we're not going to be able to see it happen. It's another
yeah,
hypothetical
hopefully.
because Tampa's coming back in the series. I got Tampa in 6, Avs in 4.
I hope so, because Evander Kane got suspended 1 game. Better than nothing.
I disagree. That's basically nothing.
It could be suspended for the rest of the season, though.
Could be from
I
the
hope that's
NHL.
bad.
That's what the hearing was.
I wish. Everyone talks so badly about Kadri, and I get it. I totally understand. He's done some questionable things in the past, but you got to treat Kane the same way, if not worse.
Well, the thing that gets me is he's had seven domestic domestic violence charges outside of hockey. So why don't they look at that? Like, I don't think Kadri's had any, right?
I would hope not. I don't know, though.
We shouldn't speak on that.
Yeah, let's...
Kadri is 20. But, I mean, seriously, though, if there's a player who's been in these dirty incidents and he has 7 domestic violences outside of hockey, that's representing the sport.
Why would you think he wouldn't do it on the ice if he's doing it off the ice?
Yeah.
You know?
To women. Like, bitch.
I don't know.
It's frustrating, especially because, like, dude, I could see Marchand and Kadri and those types of players not being in the league for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But especially a guy who's hitting women outside of the NHL, you want that to represent the game. Yeah. And he gets attention because he's playing next to Connor McDavid.
He's playing really good. You didn't hear shit about him on the Sharks.
Nope, absolutely nothing.
He was good on the Sharks. I will say he was good, but now everyone thinks he's a superstar.
He's not.
No, you put him on the Coyotes, you will never hear about him again.
He won't.
I was going to say one more thing about that. Hopefully we can just end it in 4 so we don't have to see him again. But it is kind of sad to think that we might not see Kadri in an Avs uniform again. I don't know. I hope we re-sign him. I just don't think it'll happen.
I'd rather see Nichushkin.
Me too.
Yeah.
But Kadri's been so good for us.
Yeah.
He's just getting a little old.
He is.
But we'll see.
We'll see.
Anything else you got?
Mm,
Who's scoring the first goal tomorrow?
First goal tomorrow? New Hook.
Okay.
New Hook. Burakovsky replacement. It's going to be New Hook. Probably on a breakaway right after he gets out of the box or something stupid. It'll be passed from McKinnon.
I'm going to go Mikko. Nah, that's a terrible pick. I'm not going. I'm Nichushkin again. Why not?
Nugent Hopkins as well.
Go Nichushkin. I don't know. Bang in a rebound.
Bang in a rebound from
McKinnon's going to get a shot on and then... yeah, from Darnell Nurse. All right. Hopefully they sweep. Get it over with. And I'll be at the watch party having a grand old time.
I'll be at work. Pasta. Love pasta. That was perfect.
I was going to do the same thing. Ready?
Is that your old phone?
Yeah.